Cubs fans, welcome into another night here at Bombshell Field for a matchup between our Brookings Cubs and the Baltic River Dogs making a visit tonight. I'm a little late starting the broadcast, so I'm going to hand this right over to our PA announcer, who is going to do our lineups on the field, then go through our Star Spangled Banner, and then we'll get right back into action here with the Brookings Cubs on a steamy Monday night here at Bombshell Field. Don't go anywhere, Cubs fans. Cubs baseball coming up next.
Batting fifth, number 22, left fielder Cooper Perry. Batting sixth, second baseman, number 42, Noah Swarnick. Batting seventh, number 3, the right fielder Tate Pike. Batting eighth, number 11, first baseman Elliot Powell. Batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 32, Bryson Top. Doing the pitching for Baltic, number 21, Matt Light. And now the starting lineup for the Cubs. Getting off and playing first base, number 25, Isaac Connor. Batting second, number 32, third baseman Colin Gibson. Batting third, number 29, the shortstop Chase McDaniel. Batting fourth, number 44, center fielder Rex Zielinski. Batting fifth, the pitcher and designated hitter, number 0, Henry Hamrick. Batting sixth, at second base, number 14, Parker Winghart. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 7, Miles Reese. Batting eighth, number 22, left fielder, Lincoln Bhaskar. And batting ninth, doing catching, number 15, Arlen Peter. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise if able and pay respect to the flag, which is located in the field. Active duty or retired military who are not in uniform may salute the flag, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Welcome back. Special thanks to Aaron Jornby, our PA announcer for the Brookings Cubs, also the general manager of the Brookings Cubs. Always doing a great job. Thank you, AJ, for everything you do for the Cubs. Our exclusive presenter tonight for everything we do here on Saul's Media, Bankstar Financial, our exclusive presenter with locations involving Brookings and Elkton. Bankstar provides big-time business with a small-town feel. Looking to finance a home, need a car loan, how's your retirement plan looking? Stop in today to chat with the local professionals. Bank on the bright side. Bankstar Financial, a proud sponsor of the Brookings Cubs through the summertime. Sioux Valley Athletics, my main play-by-play job. That's all summer long, or all school season long, I guess I should say. And everything we do here on Saul's Media, including the Sioux Valley Coaches Show. That's once a week over probably what's going to happen is that's going to be at CC's Bar and Grill on Monday nights. That's where we're going to try to talk ourselves into. And then my just the Salty Show podcast. We did 8 episodes so far on that. That's kind of a continuation of my job that I had on the radio station here in town. But they got rid of all local programmers, and I didn't want to give up the play-by-play biz, so I started my own. So here we are. 8 episodes so far in the Salty Show. We'll be talking a lot of be talking a lot tonight about some of those interests, I guess. We'll be talking the Twins tonight. We'll be talking MLB All-Star Game, which is tomorrow. We'll be talking about some of the hot stories out there. WNBA is in full effect. The Minnesota Lynx, best team in the WNBA. We'll talk about that tonight. Home Run Derby officially tonight. If you're at home watching on ESPN, you can see that live right now. I'm going to put it on a sketchy website on my laptop as I'm up here in the press box, and we'll see what goes with that. But we'll talk about all that as we get through the broadcast tonight. But our first pitch here tonight, pitching for our Brookings Cubs, Henry Hamrick. He's also DH tonight. We'll go through the Baltic lineup here in a second. This is Cale Swanson, and Henry is going to start with a pitch that is wide. Ball one to start the affair. There's a big strike in the outside corner, 1-1 now. The Brookings Cubs, fresh off of a loss last time out, they went down to the Sioux Falls Flying Squirrels and took a tough loss. There is a bouncer left side that is picked up by third baseman and then overthrown on first. Swanson is going to motor into second base and hang there. So an error on the throw, and that's how Cale Swanson's going to get on. So we're going to E5. In the second base doing that. The third baseman, Colin Gibson, with the airmail throw from third base. So the River Dogs are in business with their first leadoff hitter here tonight. Tristan Fitzsimmons, this is number 6. He's their catcher tonight. He's batting second for the Baltic River Dogs. Good pitch on the outside corner. 1-1. Batting first for the Baltic River Dogs, that was Cale Swanson. He's the center fielder. This is Tristan Fitzsimmons, number 6. He's the catcher. Too high in that affair. 1-1 now. Batting third for the River Dogs, number 27, John Wilhelmsen. He's playing third base tonight. The cleanup hitter in the 4 spot, number 29. Dalton Garbers is his name. He'll be playing shortstop tonight. Batting fifth, number 22, Cooper Perry. He's in left field. Batting sixth, number 42, Noah Swartu. Miss there, 2-2 now. Batting seventh, number 3, Tate Fike. He'll be in right field. Batting eighth, number 11, Elliot Howe. He is playing first base tonight. And the DH, batting ninth, number 32, Brian Topp for the Baltic River Dogs tonight. Big swing miss. So a big strikeout there for out number 1. And that'll bring out the third hitter in the lineup, number 27, John Wilhelmsen. Third base for the River Dogs tonight.
John Wilhelmsen.
Strike in the outside corner. 1-1. Hamrick has pitched well this season. In total, most of the pitchers for the Cubs have. It's a 9-4 record so far. Coming off of that tough loss to the the Sioux Falls Flying Squirrels just last Thursday, I think that was. And I have a story about why I was not able to attend said game down at Sioux Falls. Let's fall back straight to get into that story in between innings here. It's been an interesting summer with my car, is how I'll lead that story in. Hamrick fires, falling back once again right into the netting. Counts down 1-2. Cale Swanson still sitting on second base. He reached on the error from Colin Gibson at third base. Airmailing the throw over to first. Steamy night here at Bob Sheldon Field. That is lifted straight center field. That is Brett Zielinski moving underneath it. He'll call for it and bring it in. That'll be out number 2. At the top of the first, we'll bring up the cleanup hitter, number 29, Dalton Garbers.
Number 29, shortstop, Dalton Garbers.
Hamrick starts 0-1 against the cleanup hitter for the River Dogs. 2 outs now. Hamrick just trying to get out of this. A little bit low there. This is on that. 2-1 now. Cubs and the River Dogs had a good battle down in Baltic. That was on the 29th of May. That seems like so long ago now. It was close for the first couple innings, and then the Cubs went to work, hitting a trio of home runs that night. Into a big win. 15-2 was the win that kept the Cubs undefeated at that moment. Strike 3 looking right there. Good pitch by Henry Hamrick, and that gets us out of the top of the first unscathed. The error doesn't hurt. So we move to the bottom of the first. Cubs coming up. Starting lineup for the Brookings Cubs brought to us by Bell Brands, the cheese plant here in town, my employer full-time. Bell Brands is a proud sponsor of everything we do here at Sol's Media, including Sioux Valley Athletics starting in the fall with football and volleyball, and then basketball through the winter, and some softball in the springtime. I had a lot of fun doing that. But Bell Brands has been there every step of the way. Makers of the mini baby bells, the snack cheese of champions. Peel one today. Starting lineups for the Brookings Cubs, number 25, batting first as Isaac Bonner. He's playing first base tonight. Batting second, number 32, Colin Gibson. He's at third base. Batting third, number 29, Chase McDaniel. He's at shortstop. Batting fourth in the cleanup spot, number 44, Rhett Zielinski plays center field. Batting fifth, Henry Hamrick, number 0. He's the pitcher tonight, also DH if need be. Batting sixth, number 14, Parker Winghart. He'll be at second base tonight. Batting seventh, number 7, Miles Reese. He's in right field. Batting eighth, number 22, Lincoln Vasgard. He's in left field tonight. And batting ninth, number 15, our catcher, Arlen Peters. Henry Hamrick, as you know, already pitching tonight, gets through a first inning without too much problem there. And get to second. The story for in between innings here that we'll go with. First inning is brought to us by GP Auto, Grant Peterson, friends, man, a great repair shop right on the east side of town up by Daktronics. Thank you, Grant, for being along for every part of this ride on Sol's Media, including the Cubs here through the summertime and Sioux Valley Athletics starting up in about a month and a week or so. Pretty crazy that high school sports are really working. GP Auto, a proud sponsor of everything we do here. They'll get you back on the road, man. So far, I've had them do a serpentine belt. It's the belt that makes your car go. I had to replace that about a month ago now. And then just had some tire work as I was getting a flat tire last Thursday. So to see that match up against the scores. But it's been an interesting summer with my car, and I kind of need it, as it is my mode of transportation to get to all of these events, including the Sioux Valley stuff starting up in the fall. So thank you to both of my repair shop sponsors. Isaac Bonner going down the left field line. It's hooking, and it will go into the bullpen. So a foul just wide. Isaac Bonner starts with an 0-1 count after the foul ball. Hometown Tire, the other helper of mine as far as my car goes. Tim's a good man right downtown. Bonner was going to send that in between first base and second baseman's, and he will have a leadoff single for the Cubs tonight. Isaac Bonner doing his job as a leadoff hitter. Then I'll bring up the second hitter in the lineup, number 32, Colin Gibson. Gibson playing third base tonight. On the hill for the Baltic River Dogs, Matt White. We'll start Gibson with a strike in the outside corner. That's a 1 count. As I mentioned, at the MLB level of baseball tonight, the Home Run Derby. And it does have local ties as far as Twins fans are concerned, as our very own Byron Buxton, who is having an incredible season so far, one of the seasons that we really wanted to see him do and have been waiting for him to do for 10 years it's been. So now that he is fully healthy and able to play every day, you're actually seeing the byproduct of good health with Byron Buxton. As he goes into the break, I believe with 21 home runs, just last Saturday, he hit for the cycle on his own bobblehead day at Target Field. Swing and miss by Gibson, 2-2 now. So you're seeing it. He's got 21 home runs now. He's got 17 stolen bases. He's on pace this season to be a 30-30 man for the Minnesota Twins. And that's something the Twins have never seen. With all the players, from the 80s and the early 90s with Puckett's and Herbecks and Bernanskis and Gaettis and those guys, Torrey Hunter never did 30-30. They've had plenty of home run hitters. Brian Dozier was another one in the last 10 years or so. This guy hit Gibson. So a hit by pitch. We'll put men on first and second. And that'll bring up the number 3 hitter in the lineup, number 29, Chase McDaniel, our shortstop tonight. He's slow to get to first, but he's there. Solid shot to the arm there. But I was mentioning, the Twins have had plenty of guys that can hit home runs. Justin Morneau could get to 30 sometimes. I think he eclipsed that 40 home run mark once or twice in that career that was cut short by the concussion injuries. Torrey Hunter could hit home runs. He got to 30 home runs a few of those seasons, probably more than a few. Bernanski and Herbeck and Puckett even could hit home runs back in the day. But as they were hitting home runs, they weren't stealing 30 bases at the same moment. And that's what Byron Buxton can bring to the table, that incredible speed that he has. If he can get to first base, he can steal second, and he can steal third if they need him to do that. And you're seeing that this season with a healthy Byron Buxton, the knee injuries that he was dealing with, the hip injury that he was dealing with a couple seasons ago, finally 100%. And it's showing. There was a worry because on, perfect Byron Buxton with the injury problems that he's had. On Friday in the first inning, there is a tapper right up the middle. No play at second base, and it is going to be thrown out, a 4-3 putout. The local Cubs fans in front of me didn't quite like that. Chase McDaniel first out. 4-3 putout. But Bonner moves up to third. Gibson up to second. Now the Cubs will bat with one out. Hitter comes to the plate. Number 44, Zielinski, our center fielder tonight, and he'll start 1-0 with a wide pitch there. Zielinski having a pretty good season here for the Cubs this year. There is a solid shot, straight center field. Center fielder ranges that in. Caught out there in center, but both runners are going to move up, and the Cubs are going to get on the board. The first run of our affair, the sac fly by Zielinski. Scores Bonner from third. Gibson moves over to third, and Rex will get the sac fly. On the eye of that, but 2 outs now for the Cubs as they take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. The number 5 hitter, Henry Hamrick, number 0. He is the pitcher and will also be the DH if need be. To finish up that Byron Buxton talk, 30-30 season for the Twins would be historic. I mean, you're talking about some of the great names in Twins history, and Byron Buxton can add his name to that. And we've been waiting, maybe just me. No, if you're a Twins fan, you've been waiting for this. It's been 10 years in the making. We've heard about all of the potential, all of the everything that he could be, how fast he is, how good of a power hitter he can be, and we're finally seeing it this year. So it's nice to see that Byron Buxton awarded an all-star spot. He's the backup center fielder tonight, or tomorrow night, I guess I should say, for the all-star game. That is tapped, foul, and caught. So a strikeout to end it in the bottom of the first, but the Cubs get on the board first. So it was 1 hit, 1 left on, 1 run, no errors by the Baltic River Dogs, and the Cubs take a 1-0 lead as we move to the second inning. Top of. Second inning is going to be brought to us by Brookings Vision Center. Brookings Vision Center took care of me. They offer comprehensive eye services for the whole family. Incredible business. Eye doctors, they've got a few of them in there. Just a great place on the south edge of town. They're on 20th Street South, near Main Avenue, as you head south out of town on Main Avenue. Just a great spot out there. They took care of me and my eyes about 2 months ago now. It was right at the beginning of the summer where I got in there, got tested for my vision, and we decided that the new pair of glasses is due. It'd been a few years, and this prescription was adjusted. Me with my 49 years old. It's funny, I was unable to read things on my phone. You know, it's things close to my face. So letters, you know, emails and things like that. So I would always take my glasses off, and now I don't have to do that. So now I have, well, it's officially, I have the bifocals now. So I can see far away and then be able to look at my phone at the same time without taking off my glasses. So thank you to the incredible customer service over at Brookings Vision Center. They were more than happy to be a part of the Brookings Cubs this summer. So thank you to Brookings Vision Center for jumping on board, being a part of Saul's media. We'll see if we can make a big fan of the Sioux Valley Athletics starting up in about 6 weeks. That first football game for the Cossacks, August 22nd. That's not all that far away. They'll be heading out to Rapid City to take on St. Thomas More as their first game of the season. Unfortunately, that is a work weekend for me with Bell Brands. It would take 24 hours of vacation time for me to get out there and back to work my 12-hour shifts. So as I've told my Volga friends and Sioux Valley counterparts over there, I will not be making the first football game tracking, as I need those 24 vacation hours to do the rest of football, to do the rest of volleyball and the start of the basketball seasons in December. I'm going to need those 24 hours rather than a trip out to Rapid City. So unfortunately, I don't get to call the first game of the football season, but we'll be rocking and rolling with the Sioux Valley Cossacks come week 2, you know. Starting the second inning, this is the number 22. This is the 5-hitter lineup. Cooper Perry, this is left fielder for the Baltic River Dogs. In the second inning, that is tapped off of his leg in the box, so that'll be a foul ball. So we'll have a 1-2 count now. Too busy yapping. I'm trying to keep there my scoreboard at the same time. I'm just yapping away here. Hamrick fires that. Having a strikeout looking. Strikeout number 3 for Henry Hamrick tonight. That'll bring up the 6-hitter lineup. Number 42, Noah Swartut.
Hitting 6, number 42, the second baseman, Noah Swartut.
Swarto. Just trying to hear my counterpart on the other side of the wall. Swarto. Noah Swarto. Noah Swarto, the second baseman for the River Dogs. He'll get ahead of the count, too. Too high on that delivery. 3-0 now to Swarto. First 3-0 count of the night for Henry Hamrick. Big strike there. 3-1. Can you hear the locals in front of me there? Not a bad crowd for a Monday night here in Brookings, and that's from the outside, so Henry Hamrick's going to lose that one. A walk to Swarto. Bring up the 7-hitter lineup. This is number 3, Tate Fike, the right fielder for the Baltic River Dogs. strike there to start. 1-1. Tapped. Right side, and that'll drift foul. 0-2 now after the foul ball. Let's see if I can't bring up some sort of sketchy website. I stream everything at home, so it would be nice if I could, do ESPN things on my laptop, on my phone, but you need a TV provider to do it in real time. So if they have an event happening on the main channel or ESPN2 or something like that, like the home run derby that's going on right now, I could watch it on my phone, on my laptop, if I had a TV provider, and I don't do regular cable. I stream everything that I do. So for me to see things live, like a home run derby tonight, kind of have to get on some sketchy websites from time to time. Let's see what I can find here and give you an update on MLB home run derby tonight, especially our twin zone, Byron Buxton. That pitch too high. 2. Another update I can do tonight is the Minnesota Lynx are actually on the road playing the Chicago Sky tonight. Swing and a miss there, another strikeout. 2 outs now here in the top of the second. Strikeout number 4 for Henry Hamrick. That'll bring up the 8-hitter in the lineup. This is number 11, Elliot Howe. He's the first baseman for the River Dogs. Stands on the right side. American battle. Elliot Howe. Just trying to get that home run derby. I'm going to have to open up something sketchy. Don't want to do that. There's a timeout by Howe. Just want to get out of the box, take a moment. 2-1 pitch. Hamrick delivers. There is a line drive, shortstop, and that is caught by Chase McDaniel at shortstop, and that's going to do it. That is a line out. Round number 3 here in the top of the second. So, no hits, 1 walk, 1 left on. No errors for the Cubs. And as we move to the bottom of the second. Coming up for the Brookings Cubs, Parker Winghart, Miles Reese, and Lincoln Baskar, the 6, 7, 8 hitters in the lineup. So that breeze you can hear is the fact that I have the windows open here in the press box. Just have that wind going through here. Otherwise, I'm too steamy in the press box as well. So that breeze, unfortunately, is a byproduct going through the microphone. So sorry about that. I'm trying to angle myself as best I can. Byron Buxton have thrown at it. Raleigh, great story. The Seattle Mariners catcher who's got 38 home runs at the break. Eesh. Raleigh came out of nowhere with the Seattle Mariners, whatever it is. Byron Buxton, 21 home runs on his season, where derby pitchers have said in the past. The batting cage for this event is an adjustment because the perspective from the mound is different. Instead, the pitchers work to the catchers, something that one can do is one win. as he'll just aim for the target out over the plate. During their practice sessions, the right-handed Buxton hit a ball in the upper deck in right field, and Watkins reminded Buxton that he doesn't necessarily have to hit everything in one direction because of that power. He is special, Watkins says. Watkins was the writer of this story, so. 2 balls, 2-0 count to Parker Winghart. Parker playing second base tonight. We'll swing through that. 2-1 to Parker Winghart now. Byron Buxton, who is 31 years old, was born and raised in a small Georgia town 215 miles from Truist Park, home of the Braves, where the All-Star festivities are this week. And he explained to Watkins why he wants to do the Derby. It's for his family, for his sons. I think it'll be amazing. I hope I do okay. Byron Buxton with the great quotes. Is tapped foul into the dugout of the Cubs. Still a 2-2 count for Parker Winghart. And that'll be called. Third strike in the outside corner. Winghart goes down looking, so that is out number 1 here in the bottom of the second. And that'll bring up Miles Reese, number 7. He's our right fielder tonight, so he'll be hitting with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Another fun story in the home run derby. Brent Rooker, former Twin, now Athletic, he was designated for assignment by the Royals in 2022. That pop fly is going to go all the way to the right field line and drop. Miles Reese is going to get him a seeing-eye double, as it was a long run for the right fielder, long run for the second baseman. Neither one of them got to it. It's going to be a double for Miles Reese. So the Cubs threatening here in the bottom of the second with 1 out. That'll bring up the 8-hitter lineup, number 22, Lincoln Vanskar, fielder tonight. Fun story about the Kansas City Royals and Brent Rooker. Let me open something up here on Twitter that I saved a week ago that is found straight back. By the way, this is kind of how I do these broadcasts. It just kind of bounce around. You know, if you listen to the Twins game on TV, they're always talking about something. It helps that they're all ex-MLB baseball players. They know a lot of baseball things. I try as best I can, but not anywhere comparable to what, you know, a professional network is doing. But I just thought this was a fun story from the Kansas City Royals in 2022. That is lined right center field. That'll drop for a single. Almost racing about it as he stops at third base. Runners on the corners. First and third now. That'll bring up the 9-hitter lineup. It's number 15, Arlen Peters, our catcher tonight. So he's got to have 2 guys on. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Cubs are threatening. Here's that story. So Ryan O'Hearn of the Baltimore Orioles and Brent Rooker, now of the Athletics, as they call themselves. They're not the Oakland Athletics now, but they're also not the Sacramento Athletics or the Las Vegas Athletics. They're just the Athletics now. Ryan O'Hearn and Brent Rooker were both designated for assignment in 2022 by the Kansas City Royals. Both O'Hearn and Rooker were named to the 2025 AL All-Star team this season. So, shout out to the Kansas City Royals as they gave up on 2 players that turned themselves into All-Stars. Brent Rooker, also a Twin for a brief moment. And I want to say that Rooker was part of a trade. That's what I want to say. But I'm not for sure on that. I should look up Brent Rooker and all of his stuff. He may have moved on as a free agent. I don't remember how the Twins let Brent Rooker go. But he is certainly flourishing as an Oakland A now. swing and a miss by Peters. He's going to go down on strikes. The number 2. 2 outs now as we head to the top of the order. Number 25, Isaac Bonner, our first baseman tonight. He will hit 2 outs. 2 men on. That is lifted foul down the left side, drifting out of play, and will drop on the other side of the fence. 0-1. So Brent Rooker spent his first season in the majors with Kansas City, so he's got 1 season there, and they designated for assignment. He was picked up. Sorry, that was after he was a Twin. So he was a Twin during the 2020-2021 2 seasons there. Then he goes to the Padres, and I think that was the trade that I was trying to remember. I think he was part of a trade. I think that was the Chris Paddock move. I think we also got a reliever out of that. Now I'm forgetting all the names that were part of that. That's going to be another strikeout. So the Cubs can't take advantage of runners on the corners. We'll move to the 3rd inning. For the Cubs in the 2nd inning, 2 hits, 2 men left on, no errors, and Matt White with the Baltic Dogs gets 3 strikeouts, 4 total for his evening. As we move to the top of the 3rd, this will be the 9-hitter in the lineup. This is Brian Top coming up from Baltic Dogs, number 32, their designated hitter. And then we go top of the order with Cale Swanson and Tristan Fitzsimmons all coming to plate. River Dogs. Some clouds on the western horizon. Hopefully it starts to cool down a little bit. It's a steamy night. High 80s at game time. When I was on the golf course today and wearing myself out to the point where I had to take a nap for an hour today before I got to the ballpark. It was 90 degrees plus out there, hot, humid. I was playing well until we made the turn, and then I wasn't playing well. So just to finish up with Brent Rooker, just to finish off that timeline. So it's 2020 and 2021, 2 seasons with the Twins. Then he is part of the trade to the Padres to start 2022. He's moved to Kansas City in that 2022 season. And then he picks up with the Oakland A's after that, and that made him the free agency move. So he's flourished with the Oakland A's. And now that they're just the Athletics, it's not Oakland anymore. Still flourishing in his 3rd season with the A's. Brent Rooker, man, that's a hairy miss with the Twins, but he was part of a trade to that Padres. Paddock, we got a reliever out of that, I'm pretty sure. Maybe some prospects out of that too. But I think Brent Rooker was part of that move to start the 2022 season. And that's what gets Brent Rooker to an All-Star game. And also the Home Run Derby tonight. I'm trying to find some updates on that. Tomorrow night, the actual All-Star game, 7 o'clock on Fox, 7 o'clock our time here. The 3rd inning tonight brought to us by Ray's Corner, a proud sponsor of Brookings Cubs summer season here. We'll start with a strike against Brian Top. Ray's Corner, a staple of the downtown scene here in Brookings. Lisa has always been good to me. She had no problem being a sponsor for the Cubs, being an advertiser for the Cubs through the summertime. In fact, I just did a Salzy Show episode 7 from the party room of Ray's Corner just a few days ago. Party room being what used to be Subway that was right next door to Ray's Corner, but they bought that and spotted the downtown up and expanded Ray's Corner. Now they've got some more tables, some more pool tables, some more dart machines in there, and obviously some more lottery machines at the same time. But he's going to lose Brian on top. So a leadoff walk here in the third inning. That'll bring up top of the order for the Baltic Red Dogs. Cale Swanson, the center fielder. Reached on an error in the first inning. Just straight in the outside corner. Going on to Swanson. So Ray's Corner, a third inning sponsor that is line foul past the dugout of the Baltic Red Dogs. So it's going to be strike two. But Ray's Corner, a staple of downtown, tradition of the Hobo Day festivities every year. But they're also a proud sponsor, or proud supporter, I guess, of our veterans, especially our disabled veterans. Lisa does a lot of good work with our military, National Guard, and everything else to make sure that their efforts are recognized, and it's certainly a big part of what Ray's Corner does throughout their years. So thank you to Ray's Corner for being a sponsor of the Brookings Cubs this summer. 1-2 now to Cale Swanson. Still a miss there. No strikeout for Henry Hamrick. Wild pitch loud. Second base. Swanson becomes strikeout victim number 5 for Henry Hamrick. That'll bring up the two-hitter lineup. This is Tristan Fitzsimmons, the catcher for the River Dogs. Hamrick starts him off with a strike, 1-1. Lifted into right center field is Rhett Zielinski. Moving over, he'll make that grab, throw that in. We've got to play at third base now, and that Cale Swanson is dead meat at third base. Great relay, great throw by Rhett Zielinski after the catch. Sorry, there was Brian Topp that got thrown out at third. So it is a double play to end the top of the third. Fitzsimmons with the F8. That's out number 2. The 8. 4, 5 put out. Number 3. Great relay by Zielinski. Also, second baseman is Parker Winghart with the toss over to third base to throw out Brian Topp, trying to move over to third after the catch. So nice play, Cubs. Nice job there. Rhett Zielinski, the good catch, good throw. Parker Winghart whips it over, and Cubs still up 1-0 here tonight. Coming up for our Cubs here in the bottom of the third inning, they'll bring the two-hitter. Number 32, Colin Gibson, Chase McDaniel, Rhett Zielinski, all due up here in the bottom of the third, the 2, 3, 4 hitters. Gibson reached on his first at-bat by hit by a pitch. That's the All-Star Game starting lineups for tomorrow night. For the National League, their leadoff hitter is going to be maybe the greatest hitter that has been in MLB jerseys, Shohei Ohtani. I bragged up Ohtani plenty of times on my radio show, plenty of times on my podcasts. Shohei is just a different player, man. We've had a lot of great hitters come through the MLB history, but Shohei is doing things that have only been done by Babe Ruth. When we mention that name, the list is pretty small when you're comparing things. Shohei Ohtani is such a dynamic player for the LA Dodgers now. Angel as well. It's going to be the leadoff hitter at DH. Shohei Ohtani, the leadoff hitter for the National League. How like that? Batting second, Ronald Acuna Jr. from the Braves. He's going to play left field. The second baseman, Ketel Marte, is the Arizona Diamondback. First baseman, Freddie Freeman of the Dodgers. So they're going to clean up. Manny Machado will play third and batting fifth. Catcher will be Will Smith, batting sixth. Kyle Tucker, batting seventh. Francisco Lindor, he's batting 8th at shortstop, and Pete Crow Armstrong playing center field for the National League. He'll bring up the 9 spot Armstrong had a great season with the Cubs. Part of the reason the Cubs are, if not at the top, near the top of the NL Central rankings. They can go through that here a little bit as well. But that's the National League lineup for tomorrow night's Midsummer Classic, as they tote themselves. A strong line drive to right field. That'll drop in front of right fielder Tate Fike. So a leadoff single for Colin Gibson to start the third inning. That'll bring us a third hitter in the lineup. This is number 29, Chase McDaniel, our shortstop. Now hitting with a man on first and nobody out. Chase the lefty. Using the red helmet. Stand out there is a hot shot down left field corner. That is going to go all the way to the left field corner as it was past the glove of third baseman John Wilhelmsen. So a great hit, a double for Chase McDaniel on the first pitch offered up by Matt White. Colin Gibson moves on to third. Chase McDaniel with the double. So with nobody out, now the cleanup hitter, number 44, Rhett Zielinski, who just made the fantastic play at center field to end the last inning, now comes up with a great opportunity here. Nobody out, 2 men in scoring position. Rhett Zielinski, the manager of the Cubs as well. They'll have a 2-0 count. There's a strike in the inside corner. 2-1 now to Rhett Zielinski. Come on, Rhett. 2 men on. Tapper, left side. Ooh, good pickup by the third baseman. And he overthrows first base, pulls the first baseman off the bag. So everybody's safe. Elliot Howe had to jump up to get that. The throw from John Wilhelmsen too high. And that'll load up the bases here in the bottom of the third with nobody out. And the number 5 hitter, Henry Hamrick, helping his own cause. Nobody out. Hank at the plate, Hammer and Hank. Swings through that. Strike one. Gibson on third, McDaniel on second. Zielinski reaches, he's on first. There is a line drive, just fair, it dropped inside the first base line. Everybody run around, 1 run in, 2 runs coming in. And that'll be a double by Henry Hamrick. And the Cubs take a 3-0 lead. 2-run double with the bases loaded. Gibson comes in to score, McDaniel comes around. Zielinski moves over to third. Henry Hamrick with a double just past the outstretched glove of first baseman Elliot Howe. So now a 3-0 lead with nobody out. Still 2 men in scoring position. This will be Parker Winghart, our second baseman tonight. He's the batting in the 6th spot tonight. Winghart's had a good season as well, but still an opportunity. 2 more runners in scoring position. Pitch outside to Parker Winghart. It's a ground ball to second base. It's a ground out 4-3, but it does score Rhett Zielinski, so the Cubs add another. So it is a ground out, but it does score runs. Zielinski comes in to score. Henry Hamrick moves over to third. Bring up the 7-hitter lineup. Number 7, Miles Reese, our right fielder tonight. He's got a hot shot down the left field line, just wide of the foul line. So strike one for Miles Reese. Reese with a double in his first at bat, and then was stranded at third base. Too high on that. 1-1. thought about it. Pulled his bat back, but it was still close enough in that outside corner. 1-2 now. White misses with that. 2-2. Evens the count. 2-2 with 1 out. Still a man on third. Henry Hammer and Hank. It is fouled off of Reese. It hit his leg in the batter's box, so a foul ball there. Count's going to stay at 2-2. Outside on that, full count now. Misses, so a walk to Miles Reese. Going outside with runners on the corners. That'll bring up the hitter of the lineup, number 22, Lincoln Vasgard. 2 men on now with 1 out. Vasgard can add to the fun tonight. Big swing and a miss on strike 1. Miles Reese is a threat to steal. This is one of those opportunities. Instead of having runners on the corners, you take the force out of play and try to run a little bit. Inside on that. 1-1. Right on the inside corner. 1-2 now. Vasgard well frozen on that pitch there. So 1-2 now. Matt White delivers. Trying that inside corner once again. 2-2. Misses on that one. Big shot, left center field. Center fielder arranging after that. He will bring it in after a long run, but that is going to be a sacrifice fly as Hammer and Hank is going to mosey on in from third. And the Cubs add another one. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the third, but a 4th run is going to cross now. Scores on the second long run. Let's kill Swanson up there for Baltic. So nice play to get out number 2. That'll bring up the 9-hitter lineup. Arlen Peters, our catcher tonight. He's got a line drive, hooking, and into the bullpen on the left field corner. Foul ball. Strike number 1. Turned on it. Down in front of it just a tad. So Peters steps back in. Reese still in first base. That is lifted. Right center field. Long run for Swanson, and that's going to drop in right center, so that is a double for sure. And coming around for first base, Miles Reese showing the wheels. The double to right center is an RBI double, and it's a 6-0 lead now for the Cubs. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Arlen Peters with a great hit right there. Scores Reese all the way from first. Peters with a double. And 9 hitters come to the plate. Isaac Bonner, the top of the order. Isaac Bonner is coming to the plate now. He's got a single strikeout. He has scored once. Bonner now can add to the total with Peters. There's a pinch runner out there. Alec Johnson now running for Arlen Peters. So here in amateur ball, not a problem getting pitchers and catchers into the dugout so we can keep them fresh and keep them ready. And the catcher, he's going to get all padded up again, all the gear on. So you can pinch run for those guys without any problem. So 2 foul balls over the Baltic dugout. Brings an 0-2 count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Just outside in that 1-2. Isaac Bonner hitting with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. 5 runs have come across already, but they can get a 6th one here with a decent hit. That is lifted, center field. Swanson getting underneath that, and he'll bring it in. That'll be out number 3. But the damage is done. 5 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. 4 hits, 5 runs, 1 man left on, 1 walk there, and 1 error by Baltic as well. 5 runs come across, so a great inning by the Brookings Cubs to take a 6-0 lead into the top of the 4th, as I said right here. Top 4. 4th inning tonight brought to us by Scoops and Loops, a fantastic ice cream shop in downtown Brookings. And if there was ever a day where you need some ice cream, today was the day. Ava, thank you for being a sponsor of the Brookings Cubs right here on Sol's Media. She wanted to support local teams, so we did. And that's what we're doing. Scoops and Loops, right across the street, basically, from Ray's Corner. They're in the old Sports Connection building, right in the downtown area. But Scoops and Loops, they specialize in ice cream in many flavors, all sorts of good stuff. And then the Loops is pretzels. So a fantastic business in downtown Brookings. Thank you to Ava for being a sponsor of the Brookings Cubs right here on Sol's Media. We'll try to make it a Sioux Valley sponsor as well. Why not? You know, we'll have a conversation and see what happens with it. But Scoops and Loops, a great business in downtown Brookings. To beat the heat, get in and talk to Ava and her staff. They're fantastic. They have a lot of fun in that shop. So, Scoops and Loops are in the downtown area. A lot of ice cream and pretzel needs. Ava's got you covered. We start the top of the 4th. Baltic River Dogs will bring the 3, 4, 5 hitters to home plate. John Wilhelmsen, Dalton Garbers, and Cooper Perry playing for the River Dogs. I gave you the National League lineup for tomorrow night's All-Star game for the MLB. The American League starters, they are going to lead off Lieber Torres. He'll play second base. Batting second, Riley Green will be left field. Batting third, playing right field, Aaron Judge, the superstar with the Yankees. He's got almost 38 home runs himself so far at the break. Batting cleanup, the 38 home run man at the break. The catcher for the Seattle Mariners, Cal Raleigh, having a breakout season. Batting fifth, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Batting sixth, the DH, Ryan O'Hearn of the Baltimore Orioles. Batting seventh, Junior Caminero. He's also in the home run derby tonight. Playing center field, Javier Baez. He's batting eighth, and the number 9 hitter, shortstop, Jacob Wilson. And that is the American League All-Stars starters for tomorrow night's Midsummer Classic. As far as All-Star games go, in my opinion, I think the MLB does it best. I've seen the Pro Bowl in the NFL. Football at half speed is not fun to watch. They're not into it. They're not trying. They don't care. They don't want to get hurt, which is obvious. You know, injuries in that sort of setting. There is a ground ball picked up by Parker Winghart. He'll throw that over first. Wilhelmsen, the 4-3 putout. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Dalton Gerbers, to the plate. Shortstop for the Baltic River Dogs. One out here in the top of the 4th. So football players play a different type of game. That is a physical battle. When you see that on Sundays through the fall, through the early winter time, January for the playoffs and the Super Bowl in February, that is do or die type stuff. That is all out, brutal, hard-hitting, physical ball. And the Pro Bowl's not. It's just not entertaining in my eyes to watch the NFL Pro Bowl, which, you know, one of the reasons why the NFL is changing everything that they do with that Pro Bowl now, of adding flag football to the mix. There's competitions, strength and conditioning. You know, back in the 80s, they used to do obstacle courses and things like that. You know, it's something fun for the fans to go see. There's a foul ball off the left side, 1-2 now to Garbers. But the Pro Bowl game itself, just not entertaining in my eyes, in my opinion. So the MLB All-Star game, better than the NFL Pro Bowl. Also, MLB All-Star game, better than the NBA All-Star game. That happens just after the Super Bowl. Terrible timing by the NBA. But you're seeing, NBA All-Stars, and these are the greatest athletes on the planet playing basketball. The NBA should be so much prettier to watch. It's just that that's how the game is played. It's ISOs, it's three-point shots when you don't have to shoot three-point shots. There's no center game anymore. There's no defense in that league, except if you want to be so physical in the playoffs that you literally beat up the other team, and that's the only defense you get to do. I grew up in the era of a very physical Detroit Pistons team, a very physical New York Knicks teams. We just don't have those enforcers anymore. The game is just played differently. You can't hand check anything. So Steph Curry can just be open all night long. He can just, and even if he's not, he has the power to back up, which I give him a lot of credit for. He can back up and hit threes from 30, 35, 40 feet. And it's going to be another strikeout. Swing through that. Out number 2 here in the top of the fourth. Dalton Garbers becomes strikeout number 6. And that'll bring up the 5-hitter lineup. Cooper Perry, number 22. He's the left fielder for the Baltic River Dogs. Now hitting with nobody on and 2 outs here at the top of the fourth. Just striking the outside corner to start this bat. Only one. So the Midsummer Classic, better than the NBA All-Star Game. And look, I didn't play hockey growing up as a kid. I still have problems following hockey. I don't know all the rules. It's entertaining, I guess. The playoff hockey is Stanley Cup playoffs. Fantastic. The game is so fast. I mean, to the point where I probably don't understand how fast that game actually is, but it really is. When you think about the size of the NHL guys, and they play on the same size rink that you can see at the Larson Ice Center here in town. Same size rink, man, but the guys are, I'm not saying twice the size, but those NHL guys are big. 2-2 now to Cooper Perry. But then that NHL All-Star game at that same time is kind of a half-speed type of game. You know, it's a physical game. Hockey is, for sure. They don't want to get hurt. They don't want to do any damage to each other. But it is kind of half-speed. It's not the same speed of what playoff hockey is as far as entertainment goes. And Hamrick is going to lose. Cooper Perry angry at himself on the mound out there as well. So a 2-out walk for Cooper Perry. Now bring the 6-hitter lineup. Noah Sorto, number 42, to the plate with 1 man on and 2 outs for the Baltic River Dogs. So in this humble play-by-play announcer's opinion, my podcast, my coach's show, my Sioux Valley Athletics, the Brookings Cubs now in the summertime, the MLB All-Star Game is the best one of the men's professional franchises, in my opinion. The All-Star Game for baseball, just fantastic to watch. I love it every summer. Fouled off, 1-2 now for Schwarto. Another fun story about the MLB All-Star Game. My buddy had his father living in Phoenix before he died. So my buddy and I would go down to Phoenix in the summertime. It was easier for me to get off of work. It was easier for him to get off of work. So we would just get out of Brookings for a week and go to Phoenix and hang at his dad's place. Dad had a pool in the backyard, so we'd go hang by the pool. 2 fat guys hanging by the pool, staying cool in the 105-degree weather that Phoenix has in July. We had a lot of fun doing that, and I miss doing that. And I miss my buddy's father as well, a good man. But one of those years that we did that, we knew that the All-Star Game was going to be at Chase Field, home of the Arizona Diamondbacks, so we bought ourselves season tickets as cheaply as we could. Our seats were in the bleachers of left field. another walk, back-to-back walks for Hammer and Hank. Talking with Marlon Peters as catcher. So with those season tickets with the Arizona Diamondbacks, it allowed us the opportunity to buy the All-Star Game seats that we had. So it was another, a pretty good chunk of change we had to pay for that as well. But Hank's struggling on the mound here. I don't know if he's dealing with footing. Is his hands all slippery? That could be too. Get the man a rosin bag. As a swinging strike, he gets away from Olin Peters, so both runners are going to move up. Runners now on second and third. With 2 outs, this is Tate Fike at the plate now.
Bring him in.
So in 2011 is when my buddy and I went to the All-Star Game in Phoenix. Fantastic experience. If you ever get the chance to do it, go do it. We had a good time at the home run. The reason we got the bleacher bum tickets for season tickets was for the home run derby. We really thought we were in a pretty good spot to maybe have a chance at catching some home runs. We got close to a couple of them that came by, but then they got in the later rounds of the home run derby that year. All left-handed hitters. So everything went to right field. So our experiment kind of failed. But it was still loads of fun seeing that All-Star Game. That's the only time I've seen those great Yankees play. Oh my God, I just blanked on his name. The shortstop. How did I just forget your name? Oh my God. What is happening to my brain? What happened in the sunshine today on that golf course? Oh boy. Jeter. Oh my God. How did I just forget his name? It's the one and only time I got to see Derek Jeter play live was in that All-Star game. I never got to a Yankees game at the Dome, at Target Field. I've never been to a Yankees game. That was the only time I've ever seen any Yankees play live in front of my face. And it was fun to see Derek Jeter play shortstop for a little while there. But yeah, it was 2011, the All-Star game at Chase Field in Phoenix. And just an incredible experience. So thanks, Pace. Thanks, Pace Senior. A great experience. If you ever get the chance, go to an All-Star game. Incredible. As we start the bottom of the fourth inning, it's a 6-0 lead for the Cubs. They'll do the same thing they did last time. This is the second hitter in the lineup to start the fourth, and that is going to be a line drive, center field. That'll drop for a base hit. He will turn and look at second, but then call it off. So then it's Colin Gibson. Hits number 2 on his night. Leadoff single to start the fourth inning. The same thing last inning, and then he was able to score as well. So his second hit of the night. He's also been hit by a pitch, so he's been on all 3 times. This will bring Chase McDaniel to the plate. And the man on first. That is a line drive caught by the third baseman. That is Wilhelmsen that brings that in for out number 1. So a line out for McDaniel. We'll bring up the cleanup hitter to the plate, Rhett Zielinski, our center fielder. Hitting with a man on first. Run out. Rhett was able to reach on an error in last inning and was able to score. Matt White starts him with a ball. 1-0. That's too low. 2-0 now. Good eye, Rhett. Two and 1 now to Zielinski. Just bringing up the WNBA scoreboard for tonight. There's only 2 games on the slate. Our Minnesota Lynx have now built up a 9-point lead against Chicago in Chicago. That is lifted into center field. Swanson's going to bring that down for out number 2. Go back to first. 8 for Zielinski. Number 2, and that'll bring Hammer and Hank to the plate. The 5-hitter in the lineup, number 0. Is the pitcher and the DH. They're called upon to be the DH. And now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch number 1, a little bit low. Inside there, 2-0 now. Courtney Williams, a star for the Lynx tonight. She's got 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. The star guard for the Minnesota Lynx. 81-69 now. 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. So the Lynx trying to get win number 19 tonight. They moved them to 19-4 if they can do that. Best record in the WNBA. That'll be inside, maybe a little bit high as well. So a walk. It's 2 men on base now. As Colin Gibson will move to second. Aaron Hank gets the walk. Parker Winhart to the plate, our second baseman tonight. 6th in the lineup. Two men on, 2 out. Lifted. That's in the infield. Shortstop and second baseman will be the shortstop that calls that off and will be brought in by Dalton Garbers. So a pop-up will end the 4th. 2 hits, 2 men left on, no runs, no errors. 6. So the score will stay 6-0 as we move to the 5th. Just looking at the scoreboard up there, the Baltic River Dogs have been held hitless so far. So he's pitching a no-hitter so far tonight. Good job on that. The 5th inning tonight as Hammered Hank climbs back on the mound to continue his no-hitter, if we can. 5th inning brought to us by the Man Cave Barber Shop, right across the street here from Bob Sheldon Field. Alicia and friends, they will take care of you over there for all of your family's haircutting needs. A great barbershop, the Man Cave Barbershop. Right on South Padilla, across the street from Bob Sheldon Field. Alicia and friends, they can take care of you. Alicia, a proud sponsor of everything we do here at Sauls Media. She's been more than happy to be a part of Sioux Valley Athletics through the school season. We'll do that again. And wanted to be a part of the Cubs as well, being neighbors like she is, and being a supporter of, the sports around here. Alicia, thank you for being a sponsor of Sauls Media. The Brookings Cubs, and when Sioux Valley fires back up here in about 6 weeks, Sioux Valley Athletics at the same time. So thank you, Alicia. Go to their Facebook page. You can line up your appointment online. And I think that's how they would want you to do it. So go to the Man Cave Barbershop Facebook page and do the online booking service there and get your haircut by the professionals. And Brookings Cubs is someone. Batting first for the Baltic River Dogs to start the 5th inning. This is number 11, Elliot Howe, the first baseman. He's going to get ahead of the count 2-0. Just start his at bat. So Hammer and Hank hasn't allowed a hit yet, but he has been struggling here for the last inning or so. Just control. He misses. It's been high and inside. So 2-1 count now against Howe. Lifted down the right field line. That is drifting foul and will bounce in front of the bullpen in the right field corner. 2-2 now the count. to Elliot Howe. The Lynx now with an 11-point lead. 3 minutes left to go. On the road in Chicago, Angel Reese and friends, the Chicago Sky. And there is another strikeout for Hammer and Hank. That is strikeout number 7. Hammer tonight. Bring up the 9-hitter lineup. This is Brian Topp, the designated hitter for the River Dogs. I don't know if you can see that past center field, but I did get a text today. On 8th Street South that you can see in the background, that is a mosquito fogger, and it is needed. I don't know if you've been walking around your lawns and what you found there, but it's like small birds. I was getting attacked in my driveway. 1-2 now to Brian Topp. So yeah, tonight, I think they started at 8:30 tonight, and they'll go, I think, till midnight. Of mosquito fogging to try to knock down the Minnesota State bird from attacking me in my driveway. My front door is only 30 feet from my car door, and I don't want to walk it. Man, just mobbed by mosquitoes in my front yard. I know we had some water in the last few weeks, and we did. We needed that rain, but with standing water, that's when you get the mosquitoes, and that's what happened. We had just enough water around here to create a nice mosquito crop. That pitch is going to be a little bit high. Walk for Hammer and Hank. So he does have a no-hitter going, but he is struggling from time to time on the control. That's the moment. That is walk number 1, 2. That's the 5th walk that he's given up. That'll move us to the top of the order for the Baltic River Dogs. This is Cale Swanson, the center fielder. Striking the inside corner. 1-1. Tapped foul. 0-2. So the City of Brookings, you can get on that text chain. I think you have to just go to the City of Brookings website. It'll give you the alerts on things that are happening in Brookings. There is a steal attempt. That throw too high ends up going into center field off of Winghart, and Chase McDaniel, Red Salinski's got to throw that in. So it will be a stolen base. The pitch was a ball, so a 1-2 count for Cale Swanson, but that moves Brian Topp with stolen base, second base. So with 1 out, Baltic now has a runner in scoring position. Fisher Collier, she's got 27 points for the Lynx tonight. Angel Reese officially with a double-double. There's a tapper. That is Hammer and Hank that's going to pick that up, throw it down to first, and Swanson's going to beat that out. An infield hit, a full swing bunt. So an infield single will bring up Tristan Fitzsimmons. And now the River Dogs going to have runners on the corners with 1 out. Brian Topp on third base. Cale Swanson on first after the infield single. And the catcher, Tristan Fitzsimmons, coming to the plate. So I just mentioned Fisher Collier, the star for the Minnesota Lynx, also a captain of the WNBA All-Star squad from the West. Kayla Clark, the other All-Star captain. They do a fun little draft. So it doesn't really matter what conference you're in, the captains choose the players they want to play with. Kind of cool. The Fisher Collier got honor of being the Western Conference captain, so she's got 28 points and 3 steals, it looks like. I don't see her rebounding numbers at the moment. Break it up. But Angel Reese officially 20 and 10 tonight, so a double-double for Angel Reese. They are losing at the moment. Fisher Collier. There's a strike in the inside corner. Just a couple pitches here. 2-1 now. That infield hit, by the way, first hit from the Baltic Bulldogs. Collier's got 29 points, 3 steals, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, and a block. So Collier doing all of the all-star things. The all-world player. It's an 89-76 lead for the Lynx. They've got under a minute to go. They're going to get another win on the board. Move themselves to 19-4 in their season. Lifted foul, full count now.
Here we go.
So good job, Lynx. I don't know if you're a WNBA fan, but the Lynx are by far the most successful professional franchise in Minnesota history. There's 4 banners hanging from the rafters in Target Center. Could have had a 5th, but they ended up losing in the deciding Game 5 last year in New York. A shot picked up, and that'll be thrown over to first. Good play there, but the run is going to come across. 6-1 now. That pickup by Colin Gibson at third base. Great pickup. Good throw over to first. So it is a 5-3 put out for the second out. Brian Top comes in to score. Swanson goes down to second. And John Williamson come up to the plate.
Come on, John. Get a hold of it. You can do it.
Okay. Good pitch by Hammer and Hank. Lifted. That's going to be over the head of Rhett Zielinski. One bounces it to the left center field fence. So an RBI double by Will Helmson. Swanson comes around to score. RBI double. Big shot to left center field. Dogs get run number 2 on their evening. Hit number 2 on their evening. It's now a 6-2 lead. Pinch runner for Wilhelmsen. No, he's just getting some equipment off of him. I'm sorry. No pinch runner. Wilhelmsen still in second. That's lifted. Left side, drifting foul, and it will drift out of play. Gibson hurdling the fence line over there. Chase McDaniel hurdling the fence line over there. Showing off the athletic ability. Had no chance at the play, but decided to hurdle the fence anyway. So an 0-1 count to Dalton Garbers. He's trying to curveball there. It's just not working. He's probably got sweaty hands. I have sweaty hands, and all I'm doing is pushing buttons on my iPad. Get that man a rosin bag. Looking past center field, you can see that fogger going down 8th Street South once again. Knocking down Skeeters. That's a bit from Alan Peters. He's going to throw it down to third base, but Will Helmson is going to slide underneath that. So a 3-1 count now. Long pitch allows Will Helmson to get to third. Now it'll be a 3-1 count with 2 outs, but a man on third for the Baltic Bulldogs. Already put 2 runs across in this inning, trying to get a third now. Will be lifted foul over the grandstand. Full count now.
Keep hustling the small ball. Back to 108, please. Thank you.
Home run derby results. First round, okay? So stay with me here, all right? Junior Caminero, he goes for 21 home runs. O'Neal Cruz, maybe I should wait till in between innings. It's going to be just a bit high. Another walk. So Baltic's going to have runners in the corners once again after the Garbers walk. First and third with 2 outs. Alec Johnson coming out to the mound to chat with Hammer and Hank. Just get an idea of what he's thinking. It is hot and steamy here at Bob Sheldon Field. He could be feeling the effects, you know, the heat can really take it out of you. That's what I'm going to say affected the back nine of my golf game today was the heat, not my inability to play golf. So Hammer and Hank's going to stay out there after the visit from Alec Johnson. The bench coach, I guess you would call him. For the Cubs. Hank. Nice drill to left field. That's going to go over the head of a left fielder and out of the ballpark. A 3-run shot by Cooper Perry. Yes, he got all of that. So a 3-run home run over the left field fence. Makes it a 6-5 ball game as he clears the bases with 2 outs. And now Rhett Zielinski, the manager of the Cubs, now coming onto the mound to talk to Hammer and Hank. Get an idea, and I think we've got a relief pitcher coming in. 1 batter too late. Hank only allowed 3 hits tonight, all in this inning, all 5 runs coming in this inning as well. But he will have a relief pitcher coming in. This is number 4. This is Tucker Wookie, who will know our pitcher. So Hank pitched well, he really did. He just got a little tired here in this 5th inning. Allowed the 3 hits, allowed the 5 runs. But that said, he still had 7 strikeouts in his night. He had no hitter going into this inning. Did walk a few. 2 more walks for his night, so I believe that was, 7 walks? Good outing for Hammer and Hank. Just made a mistake right there. Allowed a 3-run home run, and that's how he's going to go off. So Hank will head to the dugout. Warming up on the mound, this is Tucker Wookie. Getting his warm-up pitches in. Home run derby results. I was going to wait till in between innings, but this is a perfect time right here, okay? Junior Caminero, he hits 21 home runs and advances to the 2nd round. O'Neal Cruz, 21 home runs. He advances to the 2nd round. And our very own Minnesota Twin, Byron Buxton, he hits 20 home runs in the 1st round. He moves on to the 2nd. Also moving on, Cal Raleigh, the MLB leader this season with 38 home runs at the break. Just ridiculous. So those 4 guys move on. Matt Olson, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Brent Rooker, and James Wood all eliminated in the 1st round. That is from just a couple minutes ago on not only ESPN, but MLB on Twitter has it, or X, I guess, if you still call it that. This just to be sure everyone understands it. X, site is weird. So that is your home run derby results so far. Our very own Byron Buxton moving on to the 2nd round of the home run derby. Tucker Wookie will start with an 0-1 count with the foul ball going over the stands. At the plate, this is Noah Swarto, the 2nd baseman for the Baltic River Dogs. Swarto, 2 walks so far tonight. That's going to be a strike to the outside corner. So 0-2 count for Swarto. That's his 1-2 count. 2-2 now. That'll be low and miss. So after starting with 2 strikes, Swarto fights all the way to a full count now. So 3-2. Nobody on with 2 outs. Looky just trying to get out of the inning here. That'll be a ground ball right up the middle. Chase McDaniel picks it up, fires over to first, and that'll do it for the 5th. But the Baltic River Dogs do the damage as they bring 5 runs across, including the 3-run jack by Cooper Perry over the left field wall to make this a 6-5 game as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Cubs have had good luck at the plate tonight so far. Let's see if we can't get back on that trend. Coming to the plate for the Cubs, Miles Reese, Lincoln Vasgard, and Arlen Peters, 79 hitters coming to the plate. You know, as the Twins goes, Joe Ryan was added to the roster as well. He was an injury replacement. I think he got leave on Friday or Saturday over the weekend. So the Twins send 2 to the Midsummer Classic. Updates of anything as far as the home run derby's going. Here, let's see what they have to say about things. This is O'Neill Cruz hitting baseball 514 feet tonight at an exit velocity of 108 miles an hour. Yeesh. Oh man. The Dogs have a new pitcher. Number 21. I do not know the name. I'm going to have to ask my pal AJ, find out who that is. This is Miles Reese at the plate. He's got a double and a walk tonight. He has scored once. Swings through that. A 1-1 count now for Reese. Two now.
Base runner, let's go, Cubs!
That's outside 2-2. Outside, full count now. Lifted into center field. Swanson on the run. He'll get underneath that and bring that in. It'll be a fly out to start. So the 8-hitter lineup, Lincoln Vasgard will come to the plate. This is number 22. He's playing left field tonight. Lincoln has hit a second place fly so far tonight. He'll come to the plate now here in the bottom of the 5th. Cubs still leading 6-5. Top of the 5th for the Baltic River Dogs. Two and 0 now. Lifted straight up. This is in the infield. Second baseman is calling everybody off, and he'll bring in that catch was by Noah Swarto. So F4 is out number 2, and Arlen Peters will come to the plate. Peters, our catcher for tonight's fair. crowd on hand for a Stevie night on a Monday here at Bob Sheldon Field. Plenty of Cubs faithful in the stands below me, but also some River Dog fans. As I heard some pretty good cheering going for the 3-run blast by Cooper Perry last inning. So good crowd here on Town Ball night here at Bob Sheldon Field. Cubs Nets matchup will be here. Wednesday night they'll have a home game. Peters. Ground ball left side. Picked up and thrown across. That would be a 5-3 put out. So 1-2-3 inning for the River Dogs. Played by John Williamson as he picked that up. Fred Cross was playing the third baseman for the Baltic River Dogs. Coming up Wednesday night here at Bob Sheldon Field, the Sioux Falls Brewers come to town. That's a 7:30 start on Wednesday night. And then on Saturday night, the Laverne Redbirds come to town. That's a 7 o'clock start on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we'll head down to Renner to play the Monarchs. July 22nd, that's a Tuesday. That's the Harrisburg Woodies coming to town. And then 2 days later, on Thursday the 24th, we'll head down to Harrisburg to play them down there. And then that's the end of the regular season. There's only 5 more to go after tonight's affair. The Brookings Cubs, after the tough loss in Sioux Falls, 9-4 on their season. They're 3-2 in the Sioux Empire League. Trying to pick up another win tonight and get win number 10 tonight. They do have a 6-5 lead. Baltic seems to have claimed some momentum the last inning of play. Tucker Wookie back on the mound in his relief appearance. Coming to the plate here in the 6th inning, this will be Tate Fike, Elliott Howe, and Brian Top. This is 7, 8, 9 hitters for the River Dogs. The 6th inning tonight. Sixth inning is brought to us by Brookings Engraving, the fantastic store downtown Brookings. Brookings Engraving specializing in your Brookings Bobcat apparel. Downtown Brookings, they're right across the street from Cubby's, so they're next to Cook's Kitchen, Pizza King's right there, Skinner's is right there. Brookings Engraving, man, for all your Brookings Bobcat apparel, head on down to Brookings Engraving, talk to Zach, and he'll set you up with whatever you need. They also do, their engraving, that's trophies and plaques, whatever you need that way, but the whole front of that store is Brookings Bobcats apparel. Stop in and get what you need there. Thank you to Brookings Engraving for being a sponsor of the Brookings Cubs through the summertime here. Tucker Wookie warming himself up on the mound to start the 6th inning here as Alan Peters now back behind the plate. It's all Fike, Howe, and Top come to the plate for the Baltic River Dogs. Yeah, so the Brewers and the Redbirds, that's 2 more home games coming up this week, Wednesday and Saturday. Sunday down to Renner. And then next week, Tuesday, Thursday, Harrisburg comes here, and then Thursday we go to Harrisburg. The North Districts will be here in Brookings. That's August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And then the first weekend of the state tournament on August 8th, 9th, and 10th, that is up at Aberdeen. Second weekend of the state tournament will be in Brandon, and that is the August 15, 16, and 17. So that's what's on the slate. For the Cubs here, after tonight, only 5 more regular season games left to go. I guess there could be, maybe a rescheduling of a postponement or anything like that, but that can always happen. But as far as on the preseason schedule, 5 more games on the books. 2-2 now against Tate Fike. Pfister down the third base line. It's going to be a foul ball just wide of third base as Colin Gibson was picking that up. So it'll just be a foul ball. Fike will come back to the batter's box. Two and two. Nobody out here as we're just getting going in the top of the 6th. Tate Fike is going to follow that back into the netting. Three and two now. There's a strikeout. Tucker gets his first victim. So Fike down on the swinging strike. 1 out now here in the top of the 6th. That'll bring up number 11, the 8th hitter in the Baltic lineup. This is Elliot Howe, the first baseman.
First baseman, Elliot Howe.
1 out here in the top of the 6th. Brookings going to find that outside corner once again. 0-1. No updates yet on the second round. There is a bouncer. Colin Gibson's going to pick that up, fire it across, and that one too. Nice play there by Colin Gibson at third base. 2 outs now here in the top of the 6th. The 9-hitter in the lineup, Brian Top coming to the plate. Number 32 is the designated hitter for the River Dogs. The River Dogs, spelled D-A-W-G-S. That's either badass or they can't spell. One of the two. 0-1. 2 outs now here in the top of the 6th. Two and 1 now. Tucker misses outside. Oh, good pickup by Tucker Wookie right off the mound. Puts his glove out. Look what I found. Gets the bouncer before it heads to second base. Tucker with a great play there. The 1-3 put out to end the top of the 6th. And we head to the Cubs side of the 6th inning.
For the Cubs in the bottom of the 6th, Palmer.
6th will go top of the order. 1, 2, 3 hitters come to the plate. Isaac Bonner, Colin Gibson, and Chase McDaniel all slated to hit here in the bottom of the 6th. 6th inning brought to us again by Brookings Engraving, the fantastic place downtown Brookings. For your engraving needs, sure, for trophies and plaques and whatever you need. Maybe there's an anniversary or something that your parents are doing or something. But for all your Brookings Bobcat apparel needs, head on down to Brookings Engraving, downtown Brookings. Another fantastic business. A proud sponsor of these Saul's Media events and the Brookings Cubs. Fun night so far here at Bob Sheldon Field. The Cubs have a 6-5 lead as they head to the bottom of the 6th inning. They've had 2 innings now where it's been a struggle just to keep guys on base after the monster 5-run inning in the 3rd. So now, after a 1-2-3 inning, the top of the order come to the plate. Isaac Bonner will step in. He's 1 for 3 on his night. A single, a score on first, a strikeout, and a fly out to center field. See what he can do with his 6th inning at bat. That's that first pitch off 0-1. Straight up again, catcher chasing after that, but it's going to go just beyond the backstop. So 0-2 for Isaac Bonner. Inside on that, 1-2 now. Outside, 2-2. Come on, phone. Everything's fighting me tonight. There is a tapper left side, right pickup. A line drive catch by the shortstop. The Bird Dog stole. Garber's got up and got that. So a line out to start the 6th. 1 out now as the 2-hitter lineup comes to the plate. Number 32, Colin Gibson on third baseman tonight. I'm not getting it. MLB is a little bit slow on their stuff, so maybe I'll just go. Oh, good. Happy Gilmore 2 is coming July 25th. Yippee. Happy Gilmore, a fantastic movie. What, 30 years ago? There's a tapper right field. Nice catch up right field. That was Team Fike that had to chase that down. So Colin Gibson with the fly out to right field. 2 outs now. Chase McDaniel coming to play the 3rd hitter in the lineup. Shortstop tonight. With 2 outs now. 6th inning. Tapper right side that gets through the hole in between 1st and 2nd. So a 2-out single on Chase McDaniel. Bring Brett Zielinski to the plate. Cleanup hitter. Our center fielder, our manager. Officially in the night, he's 0 for 2. He reached on an error and a fly out. Has sacrifice fly as well. Has scored once. Still looking for his first hit tonight. Start with a 1-0 count. Two and 0 now. Finally got an update. Byron Buxton in semifinal number 1 in the home run derby tonight, live in Atlanta. Zielinski. Byron Buxton hit 7 home runs in the semifinal, but he was bettered by Junior Caminero, who hit 8 home runs. So Byron Buxton eliminated in the home run derby. But a nice showing for the Minnesota Twin. Zielinski is going to draw a walk. So now runners on 1st and 2nd for Hammer and Hank, who is now the DH. Hamrick, 1 for 2 at his night with a double and a run scored. He has struck out once and walked once. Henry Hamrick now, after a good outing, roughed up in his last batter that he faced was it. Only allowed the 3 hits tonight. But the 5 runs on the 3-run jack by Cooper Perry. Out the plate with 2 men on. Swings through that, it'll be a 1-1 count. So Buxton eliminated in the semifinal round. It's inside, 2-1 now. The other semifinal then will be Cal Raleigh against O'Neill Cruz, with Junior Caminero bettering Byron Buxton. There's a line drive past the glove. Shortstop into left center to throw to third base. Zielinski slides in safe. Another run comes across. Cubs add one more on the double. Let's call it double. Let's do that. 2-out double, an RBI double. Hammer and Hank. Chase McDaniel comes around to score. Zielinski slides into third safely, so we got runners on second and third, and our number 6 hitter, Parker Winghart, coming to the plate. First pitch is low, be a 1-0 count. Speaking of the Man Cave Barbershop, I need a haircut. Maybe I should line that up for tomorrow. This will be a meeting on the mound, Baltic River Dogs. This is, I think that's still Matt White out there as the pitcher. The catcher is Tristan Fitzsimmons. They just want to talk about some strategy here with runners on second and third and 2 outs. It's now a 2-0 count to Parker Winghart. Don't want to allow too much damage to happen here. So Parker patiently waits for Dogs to get ready, and back in the batter's box, Matt White ready to throw it. Gets the sign he likes. He will now deliver. And Winghart's going to bounce that to first base and bobble. That's an error, and Parker's going to reach first. 2 runs are going to try to come in, and Hammer and Hank is thrown out at home plate trying to get 2 runs to come across on that. I think he thought the ball got a little bit farther away. So officially, Parker Winghart is going to get reached on an error, 3. Zielinski comes in to score off the error, and it's Hammer and Hank that is thrown out at home plate, the 3-2 putout. But it is the Cubs putting another run across. An interesting try there. You ride her till she bucks you, or you don't ride at all, right? So we move to the top of the 7th. An 8-5 lead now for our Brookings Cubs. Tucker Wookie back on the mound for our Cubs. Moving up out there. The 7th inning tonight, brought to us by another one of my car repair shops, Hometown Service and Tire. Thank you to Tim, man. He set up the 2 new tires on my car this morning, actually. Last Thursday, I had a tire that went flat on me and then just kept airing it through the weekend as I worked at Bell Brands, my regular job. But it forced me to not go down to Sioux Falls. I did not want to test that tire going all the way to Sioux Falls and back on a Thursday evening and put myself and my car in danger of being on the side of the road with a blown out tire. So, safe decision to take care of myself, take care of my car. And it was this morning that we got 2 new tires put on there, so thank you to Tim at Hometown Tire and Service. They're right downtown. It's kitty corner from the 9 Bar, essentially. Cubbies and 9 Bars right there. Cool Beans Coffee is across the street from him. Skinner's is across the street from him, so he's right on the corner downtown Brookings. A great repair shop. Tim does great work, so if you need any work done in your car, I've got 2 options for you in my slate of ad guys. GP Auto on the east side of town, out by Dectronics. Grant Peterson's fantastic, dude. He's got a great shop as well. And Tim at Hometown Tire and Service, just down the block from where I live. It was handy today, so I just dropped my car off last night, made the 5-block walk home, and called it good. So Tucker's going to start this with a 2-0 count. Batting for the River Dogs, they're at the top of the order. This is Cale Swanson, the center fielder. He'll have a hot shot. McDaniel's going to pick that up. Long throw off the mark. That's a good stop by Isaac Barner on first base just to keep that in front of him. But it's an infield single for Cale Swanson to start the 7th. That River Dog catcher will play Tristan Fitzsimmons, the 2-hitter in the lineup. The man on and nobody out for the River Dogs.
Playing catcher, Tristan Fitzsimmons.
Clouds really have moved in as we've been going through this broadcast. I don't know if we have any sort of weather coming tonight. Haven't heard of anything, I guess. But the clouds have certainly moved in now that sunset has come and gone. Playing under the lights here in the 7th inning. There's a strike in the inside corner. 1-1 now. Good pitch by Wookie. Line drive. Chase McDaniel picks that up, throws it over to first, and it's going to be called safe there. I think that ball came out of Isaac Bonner's glove. It would have been a great double play there. So Fitzsimmons out on the line out. 1 out to throw over to first. Swanson gets back. That'll bring the 3rd hitter in the lineup to the plate, John Wilhelmsen. Tucker will start with the ball on the outside. 1-0. Wilhelmsen, big kid. Third base for the River Dogs tonight. Tapper. Tucker will throw it over to first. Be a 1-3 put out. He was trying to do a check swing and just hit the bat. So the 1-3 put out, 2 outs. That moves Cale Swanson up to second base. And that'll bring up cleanup hitter to the plate, Dalton Garbers. 2 outs now for the River Dogs, man on second. Big swing miss. 1-1. Big line drive down the left field line. Well, all the way to the corner. That is Lincoln Vasgard running that down in the corner. So a big double. And that will score Swanson from second base. So a double from Dalton Garbers. Cooper Perry to the plate. He had the monster 3-run jack just 2 innings ago. Now an 8-6 lead for the Cubs.
All right, Coop, here we go, man.
This is inside. 1-0. Now. That pitch misses high. 3-0. 3-0 to Cooper Perry. And on second, 2 outs. Baltic side of the 7th inning. There's a strike down the middle. Good pitch. 3-1. It's a 2-run lead for the Cubs. Tucker trying to keep it a 2-run lead. And allow another one to come through. So a 2-out walk to Cooper Perry. Put 2 guys on for the River Dogs. And Noah Swarto coming to the plate.
Around, you can do it.
Number 42. He is the 6th hitter in the lineup. He's the River Dogs second baseman. 2 men on with 2 outs. Tucker just trying to get through this now. There's a strike in the outside corner. Which gets away from Arlen Peters. And allow the runners to move to second and third.
You can do it.
So Garmer's over to third. Perry over to second. 2 runners in scoring position now for Noah Swarto with 2 outs. It's a 1-1 count. Big swing and miss there. 1-2 now. Come on, Tuck.
Tucker.
1-2. 2 outs. Too low there. Good stop by Arlen Peters. 2-2 now. Some action in the Cubs bullpen down the right field line. Lifted into right center field. Great catch! Reaching up for that, Parker Winghard stretching out and bringing that in over his head. A great catch to end the inning and end the threat. Parker Winghard saving the day. So for the River Dogs, 2 hits, 1 walk, 2 men left on, 1 scores. Making it 8-6 ball game as we head to the bottom side in 7th inning. Time for the 7th inning stretch. Here is the traditional baseball song. Always a tradition here at Cubs games at Bob Shelton Field, using the Harry Carey version of "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" from the Chicago Cub glory days. My father and I became Cubs fans because of Harry Carey, and also because Elton got a cable on Elton. So with our cable package, we got WGN, the channel out of Chicago. Well, you could watch the Cub game every afternoon. It was fantastic. And the Cubs were entertaining back in those days. They had good pitching with Greg Maddox back in those days, Mark Grace, Sean Dunston, Andre Dawson in the outfield. It's a fun team to watch. I mean, they didn't, I don't know if they would have won like a division or pennant or anything. I wasn't watching, but my father and I in the summer times, when we would have a little bit of time at home, he would have an afternoon off. He worked 2 jobs. He worked at the lumberyard full time and then was an assistant manager for the Elton Muni, the bar on Main Street, Elton. So once in a while, he would have some hours in the late afternoon. We'd watch the Cubs game together. It was always fun. But Harry Carey, a huge part of that. So we move to the bottom of the 7th inning here.
Now pitching for the River Dogs, number 37, John Wilhelmsen. Leading off the bottom of the
Pitcher for
7th
the
for the
Dogs,
Cubs.
John Wilhelmsen.
The right fielder, number 7, Miles Reese.
Pitcher who moved over to third base in his spot. It could be just a pitcher swap out there. I'm not real sure how they moved around their infield. This is Miles Reese lifting that up. Catcher moving towards it, but that'll be just past the backstop. Bounce into the crowd, and kids are clamoring for the 50 cents they get by bringing it back to the concession stand. Battling for that 50 cents. So with the foul ball, it's an 0-1 count. This is Miles Reese at the plate. Lincoln Vansgaard and Arlen Peters all due up here in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch outside, 1-1 now. So while Byron Buxton was knocked out in the semifinal round of the Home Run Derby, all I have is Cal Raleigh hitting 19 home runs in the semifinal. Still waiting on the number for O'Neal Cruz to see how he does in that semifinal matchup. 3-1 now to Miles Reese. Tapper. Just past the glove. Number 42, that is Noah Swarto, now playing third base. Miles Reese is going to slide into second base. Call that a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Miles Reese with his second hit of the night, second double of the night. He's now 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and a flyout. He's also walked once and scored once. Lincoln Vansgaard coming to the plate. Nobody out and a man on second for the Cubs. Holding on to an 8-6 lead right now. I'd like to get some more cushion there in that lead. That's hard to stick. He'll take strike one. That hit by Miles Reese was hit number 11 on the night for the Cubs. So 8 runs and 11 hits so far. Baltic does have 2 errors that has helped that cause. Vansgaard so far tonight, 1 for 2. One for 2. He's got a single and a pop-up to second base. He also has the sac fly to center. Has not scored yet, but 1 for 2 in his night so far. That pitch outside, 2-2. Outside again, full count now. Inside, and that will put runners on first and second now. Vansgaard draws a walk. Second.
Pitcher, number 15, Arlen Peters.
So now runners on first and second, nobody out, and the 900 lineup. Arlen Peters, our catcher, coming to the plate. He's 1 for 3 in his night. He's got a double. Ground out to third base and a strikeout so far tonight. Has not scored. But comes to the plate now. 2 runners on, nobody out. Good spot to be in for the Cubs. Trying to add to that 8-6 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Peters got a duck out of the way. 1-0. Peters will gather himself. Let's take him a moment, reset things. That pitch gets away from Fitzsimmons. Allow both runners to advance. So now runners on second and third with nobody out. 2-0 count to Arlen Peters. Reese now on third, Vasgard now on second. Fitzsimmons and John Wilhelmsen will have a conversation here on the mound. Shortstop now coming in, having a conversation as well. And Howe has now moved to second base. White now in the DH. As Dalton goes to shortstop, in that conversation. Back to the shortstop position. Yeah, Matt White is now out there, the starting pitcher for the River Dogs. Pitched well. Now in a relief appearance. Nobody out. 2-0 count. 2 runners in scoring position. Peter's going to swing through that. 2-1 now. Peter's taking his time getting back in the box. He knows he's got a good opportunity here. Inside, jumps out of the way, 3-1 now. Isaac Bonner in the on-deck circle. Top of the order's coming up after Arlen Peters here. Foul tip, 3-2. Lifted foul. Group of kids running after that. Near the concession stand to our right. Count stay at 3-2. Full count for Arlen Peters. 2 men on. They are in scoring position. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Cubs trying to add to that 2-run lead. Peters lifts that into right field. Long run, diving, it is going to drop to the turf. That is going to be a double for Peters. 1 run in. So the Cubs add 1. Fielder is Tate Fike. He was trying to make a diving catch out there, just couldn't get close enough to it. Miles Reese comes around to score. Vasgard over to third. Arlen Peters with an RBI double. And that'll bring the top of the order. Isaac Bonner coming to the plate. With nobody out and runners still on second and third. Running for Arlen Peters is Alec Johnson once again, so a pinch runner for catcher. Isaac Bonner comes to the plate. Leadoff man is 1 for 3 on his night. A line out. Flying out to first. 1 for 4 in his night. A great opportunity here to keep adding to this lead. Outside in the first pitch, 1-0. 2 men in scoring position, nobody out. Got to take advantage of those things. Lifted down the left field line and out of play. 1-1.
The kids, they just take off.
Pitch wild will allow Vasgard to come in and score. So the Wild wild pitch makes it 2-1 count, but Vasgard scores on a wild pitch. Ryan Peters over to third now, and Isaac Bonner will still be hitting with a runner in scoring position now on third base. Nobody out, and he's got a 2-1 count. Hitters count. Bonner swings through that. 2-2. Good ground ball right up the middle past the second baseman Swarto. And it's an RBI single for Isaac Bonner. Another run coming across. Nobody out here in the bottom of the seventh. As Peters scores an RBI single by Bonner. Second hit of the ninth. That'll bring up Colin Gibson, third baseman. Colin, so far in his night, hit by a pitch, 2 singles, and a fly out. So he's 2 for 3 on his night. Has scored a run. But now he's at the plate. What's going on? Here we go. 0-1 count. But Bonner on first. So a man on with nobody out. 3 runs are in already this inning. Keep adding to that, and Gibson's going to take a shot right in the hip. So a hit by pitch will put 2 runners on. That's the second time he's been hit by a pitch tonight. Isaac Bonner moves down to second. Gibson on first, and that'll bring up the third hitter in the lineup, our shortstop, number 29. Chase McDaniel come to the plate. He is 2 for 4 in his night. He's got a single, a double. Ground out to second base, a line out to third base. He scored 2 runs tonight, and now he's got 2 men on with nobody out. That ball bounces to the plate. That will allow runners to move up. It'll be a 1-0 count. Williamson really struggling out there. Bonner to third, Gibson to second. Chase McDaniel will be hitting with 2 runners in scoring position and nobody out here in the 7th inning. Yeesh. McDaniel way behind that, but did get a piece of it, but it slammed into the concrete foundation for the net. Bounce all the way back into the infield. 1-1. Slapped down the left field line. Fair ball. That's going to bounce into the corner, and that's going to score both the runners. It's an RBI double. As McDaniel will cruise in a second and stop there. 2 more runs come across. Bonner scores. Gibson scores. RBI double, his 3rd hit of the night. 13-6 now. Lead for the Cubs. A big 7th inning here as 5 runs have come across. Still nobody out. And now the cleanup hitter, Rhett Zielinski, comes to the plate with a man in scoring position still. Holmson will start with a strike against Rhett. Lined in right field, that is going to bounce in front of Fike and then bounce past him. Rhett Zielinski is going to motor around. This could be inside the park if he's fast enough. I think he is. That got away from the right fielder. Rhett Zielinski is going to motor all the way around and inside the park. Home run for Rhett Zielinski. Fantastic. Don't see those every day. So 2 more runs come across on the inside the park jack. The 2-run shot for Rhett Zielinski as McDaniel scores. So everyone that has come to the plate so far in the 7th inning has scored, and now Henry Hemrick will come to the plate with nobody out and nobody on. But the Cubs doing the damage. 7 runs have come across in the 7th inning so far. Wilhelmsen really struggling on the mound to control pitches. Now with a 1-1 count. Henry Hamrick swings through that. 1-2 now. Run rule effect could be in play here. I think it's 10 after 5. So if the Cubs can manage to get another one across here, this game will be over. 2-2 now. Nobody out here in the 7th inning. 2 high in that. Full count. Wilhelmsen really laboring out there. Big blast. That is to left field. It's going to be in the park, though. Just a long fly out just inside the fence. That caught by Cooper Perry out in left field. That'll be the first out for the Cubs here in the 7th inning. First out. That'll bring Parker Winghart to the plate. Parker looking for his first hit of the night. And that's actually a pinch hitter, Nolan Miles, coming to the plate. So that's been taken out. Miles. Pinch hitting for Parker Winghart, getting his first at bat of the night. He'll get a 1-0 count to start. Look at strike 1. 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th. 7 runs have come across. Pitch outside. 2-1. Nolan Miles pinch hitting tonight. He's got a 3-1 count against John Wilhelmsen. And he will draw a walk. So Nolan Miles in a pinch hitting situation will draw a walk. Miles. Pinch hitting for Miles Reese. This is number 8, I believe. Yes, number 8, and that is Justin Koffel. So he'll move out to right field. And a line drive right up the middle. That's past the shortstop. Good hit by Justin Koffel. 2 men on now with 1 out. Nice job of hitting there. So a single there. Nolan Miles moves up to second. Koffel on first. And Lincoln Vasgard will come to the plate, still playing left field. Vasgard on his night is a single, a sacrifice fly, a pop-up to second base, a walk, and he has scored a run. So 1 for 2 on his night. A run scored. 2 men on now, 1 out for the Cubs. Pitch gets away from Fitzsimmons. Both runners will advance. So a 1-0 count. The second. Vasgard can end it with a hit right here. The run rule effect is in play. If we can get to 10 here, it's 10 after 5. Big hit there through the gap between short and third base. Nolan Miles will come in to score, and that's going to do it. The Cubs are going to win this 16-6 in the run rule affair. Wilhelmsen just came in and could not control things. So Lincoln Vasgard with the RBI single, and it scores Nolan Miles, and that's going to end it. The Cubs put 8 runs on the board in the 7th inning and forced the run rule and get the win. The Cubs now move to 10-4 on their season.
Beginning for Sioux Brewers.
In the Sioux Empire League now, 4-2 in league play. So that's going to do it, man. A great outing by the Brookings Cubs as they keep their winning ways together. A couple of sponsors we didn't get to. Nick's Hamburgers tonight, sponsors of the 8th inning. And Shorty's Hot Box Food Truck. Fantastic food truck. They just had a good weekend at the Brookings Arts Festival over the weekend. Selling Philly steaks and onion rings and onion bloomers and all the fun stuff. Those are the two sponsors we didn't get to because we ran out of innings. Thank you to all of the sponsors. Bankstar Financial, our exclusive presenter. Bell Brands, my employer. And all the rest. You can see some of them that are rolling across the screen on the corner. Thank you to all the sponsors for all these Sauls Media events, the Brookings Cubs through the summertime. Next game up for our Brookings Cubs, Wednesday night, as the Sioux Falls Brewers come to town. Another Sioux Empire League affair. Cubs will be going for win number 11 as they only have 5 scheduled games left. There could be a remake of a postponement or something like that. We'll keep you up to date on social media and let you know how that goes. But the next one on the books, Wednesday night, right here at Bob Sheldon Field. We'll see you then. If you can't get to the park, watch it right here on Sauls Media. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for following along. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for watching. Thanks for everything you do for me. And let's go Cubs. Let's get another win on Wednesday. We'll see you Wednesday night.